Alright, everybody. After receiving an email from ESPN Fantasy Sports, Bowl Mania is a thing this year. Am I surprised that it is a thing this year? Not really, but everyone knows that they're not going to have all the games. So, yeah, Giant Talk Sports and I were kind of chatting on my last video, the 2-hour video of the NORAD Santa Tracker games. So, unfortunately, he said he's not going to have a group like he always does. So, if I make a group, I'll let him know so he can join my group. So, yeah, Bowl Mania is a thing this year. However, look at this. The first game starts today. Well, it's actually midnight right now. It's midnight, December the 21st. So that's technically today. So there's a total of 29 games. I'm kind of surprised that that's actually kind of a lot. I thought a lot more games weren't going to happen. I thought there might be maybe 15 at least, or maybe at most, maybe 10 to 15 games. So there's usually like 40 bowl games, so 11 bowl games are not going to happen this year. I hope the 11 bowl games are not going to happen. I hope those are the small games, because if you cancel like the big games, that's a bummer. Like, what if you cancel like not the huge ones, but like the medium bowls, like the Alamo Bowl in San Antonio? That's kind of a big game. The one in Chase Field in Arizona, that's kind of a big game too. What's another one? The World Camping Bowl, the Outback Bowl, stuff like that. That's kind of a big game. But like the first games are usually the small games. So yeah, I am going to do a prediction video. If this is the first time you're watching my prediction video, and if you don't know how this goes, well, unfortunately, you don't really have much time left because the first game is starting today. But if you miss the first game, that doesn't mean you can't join at all, or you can't play at all. You can play whenever. But it's better if you don't miss any games, because if you miss games, it's too late. You can't pick any. You can't pick. So if you don't know, I make these predictions, but sometimes after a while I might change the picks because of a few reasons. One, so I can get more points. Two, sometimes hard picks that I made, it can be the opposite, So, but this is a prediction video of what I'm predicting, and I'll do an update video maybe like a few days after and say, okay guys, I did change my pick. I did pick this team, but then I switched it to this one. So, yeah. What I don't understand is, why is the first game starting today? Or, yeah, why? I don't get it. Conference championship Saturday was 2 days ago, and yesterday was the day where they announced, the Final Four and the bowl games. I don't get it. I thought, Christmas Eve is usually the Hawaii Bowl. I wonder if they're going to have that. I mean, that's not really a big game, but it could be. I thought it might start Saturday, December the 26th. But it's not. Or maybe that's when quite a bit of games will happen. I don't know. We're just going to go through this. I bet a lot of people are going to miss the first game, and maybe even the second and third game, because the second and third game are on a Tuesday. That's a bummer. Maybe some people might not play at all, I'm going to play because this is, if I don't play, you're going to wait for a whole year until next time. So let's get this started. If you're new, let me explain the rules. Well, there is rules up here, but I'm gonna explain it in my own words. I'm not gonna read all of it. I'm doing confidence mode. Confidence is where you pick certain games by confidence. So like number 1 is your least confident. If you get that right, you get 1 point. If you get it wrong, you don't lose points, you just don't get any. And the highest is 29 because there's 29 games. So if you get that game right, you get 29 points. So, and there's another mode called straight mode, which I never done that before. I believe straight mode is where you have to get a lot of games right in a row. And and then I think until you get one wrong, you go back to 0. I think that's how it works. So you have to if you can get 18 games in a row correct, that's amazing. And then you get the 19th game wrong, it goes back down to 0. I think that's how it works. I like confidence mode better because that's kind of how I grew up doing it. All my other friends who play this does confident. Well, actually, sometimes they kind of do straight mode on confidence mode, which means they don't move the games around at all. They just leave it like this. They just pick. So that's it. That's pretty much it. And every time you make a selection, you have to, or after you're done, you have to click Submit My Picks. And you can always change the picks. As long as you change it before the game starts, you're fine. And you can also change the points. Okay? So that's for the people who don't know how this game works. So this button right here is you can autofill your picks. New. Feeling lucky? Alright. We're gonna go. I am kind of surprised that there's 29 games in total. And I'm really surprised the first game starts today. Wow. After they just made the announcement yesterday. I wonder if they made these bowl games announcements early in advance. I don't know. What if, because this has happened many times in the regular season, what if a bowl game gets canceled right before it starts, or a day before it starts because the players have COVID? What if that happens? Oh, wait a minute. No, never mind. Wait, it might be the year before. I think the year before, there was a bowl game that got canceled. I think it was the Boise State and Boston College game. It was due to severe weather. I was kind of pissed off that game was canceled because I kind of like Boise State. That's my second favorite team. But just because it's bad weather, I know you can't play when there's lightning. But why can't the game happen maybe a few hours later, right? I bet the fans are pissed off about that. I've got a feeling more games might be canceled. I'm not trying to think negative, but it might be the truth. So what if this game right here gets canceled a few hours before it starts? What does this mean? Does this mean this game will go away, or we can't get the points, I don't know. Alright, let's get this started. Myrtle Beach Bowl. I think I've heard of that before. Appalachian State. North Texas. North Texas is 4-5. So Appalachian State played 11 games. North Texas played 9 games. So we have a team that has one more loss than the other. Look at the percentages. 97% picked Appalachian State. Now, I think last year they played UAB Blazers in the New Orleans Bowl, and I think that was the same amount of votes. 97% picked Appalachian State, and that's most people's most confidence. And they crushed them. It might be the same thing. I gotta go with Appalachian State. Now it says submit your picks, but don't submit your picks every time you make a pick. Just wait until everything's all done. The famous Idaho Potato Bowl. Oh, well, that's a thing this year. Okay, because that's up in Boise. That's a cold city. I thought I thought a lot of the games up north won't happen because of the cold weather. Alright, we got Tulane and Nevada. Tulane is in it. I believe Tulane is near New Orleans. Nevada is 6-2. More people pick Nevada, and I'm going to have to go with Nevada because that's kind of like a home game to them. I wonder if there's going to be some fans there. I hope so. Especially during the bowl games. The Bucca or the Bucca Raton Bowl. I heard of that. I keep forgetting where these locations are. UCF, BYU. BYU's ranked 16th. They only lost one game. UCF is 6-3. 90% picked BYU. BYU lost to Coastal Carolina. UCF, they're still pretty good. You know what? I might go with the upset here. So, but I could change. Remember, I could change my pick. So, keep an eye out. But I will make updates about this. Alright, R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl. Oh, this is not the night game. That's usually a late game, but it's not. It's the afternoon game. Louisiana Tech, Georgia Southern. So, Louisiana Tech's 5-4, Georgia Southern at 7-5. I remember last year Louisiana Tech shut out Miami. I'm gonna go with Louisiana Tech. I guess that's an upset because it seems like every year Skip Holtz the coach. Because that's also another one of my favorite teams. That's my brother's favorite teams because that's where they went in Ruston. That's where they're currently living. I'm going to go with them because every year they win the bowl games, so I think they can do it again. Montgomery Bowl. I'm sure this is in Alabama. Memphis and Florida Atlantic. Wow. Look at the percentage here. So, Memphis played 10 games. Florida played 8 games. I'm going to have to go with Memphis. I mean, just look at that. Usually, if that many people pick that team, I kind of have to go with them. This is kind of like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, where you ask the audience, if like 95% says A, you're going to have to say A, you know. Okay, New Mexico Bowl. Oh, wow. Okay, so the Hawaii Bowl's not going to happen because Hawaii's in it. Huh. That sucks. The Hawaii Bowl ain't gonna happen. But Hawaii's in a bowl game. They're playing Houston. Houston has more losses, though. I mean, maybe one of their games got canceled. I'm gonna go with Hawaii because, you know, Christmas Eve is usually the Hawaii Bowl game. Again, I might change my pick, so I don't want you guys to... You don't really have to copy me, you know? So, you do what you want. I don't care. Wait a minute. We have a game on Christmas Day? The Camellia Bowl? Where's that at? I can look at the location. I wonder if that's like one of those games in the South. Montgomery, Alabama. Wait, what? Is that the same stadium that they're going to play from the Montgomery Bowl? Okay. Huh, this is an afternoon game. You'd think that would be a night game. When's the last time we had a college game on Christmas Day? What? And it's on a Friday. If it was on a Saturday, I can understand that, but it's on a Friday. I wonder if they were trying to... It might be for TV money. Marshall. Buffalo. Marshall was actually ranked earlier in the season. They played 9 games. Buffalo played 6 games. gonna go with Marshall. For now. For now. Sometimes before the game starts, I will check my picks. Okay, so what game's coming up next? I'll pick, you know, that team. Or I might change, I might not. Okay. That's on Christmas Day. That's kind of weird. Okay, so now the Saturday games. This is where I thought that's when it will all start. The Union Home Mortgage, yes, Barilla Bowl. I heard of that before. So, what the?
What kind of traditions have you kept up?
I wish I had my face cam on because I am shocked. How the fuck is South Carolina in this game? This is a joke. No. There's no way South Carolina should be in this. How are they in this? It doesn't make any sense. How the hell is a 2-8 team in it? No offense, South Carolina fans, but you guys should be shocked too. South Carolina fans, y'all should be shocked just as I am. How are y'all in this bowl game? How are y'all in the game? What? You have 8 losses. Even if it's a 12-game season, it would be what? A 3-9 record for a 12-game season. That wouldn't have been enough. Guys, this is a joke. There's no way South Carolina deserves to be in this game. How? How are they in this game? Did they pay them so much money, or I wonder if this has got to be a joke? No. How? How is South Carolina in this? So is Tennessee gonna be in it? Because I guarantee you Tennessee has a better record than South Carolina. Is Mississippi State going to be in it? Is Arkansas going to be in it? They have better records than South Carolina. If you put South Carolina in this, you better have Arkansas, Tennessee, and Mississippi State in those games too. Because if you don't, that's some bull crap. That's some BS. We're about to find out a little later on. But no, there's no way. I'm not going with South Carolina. I'm sorry. I don't dislike the team. I just don't like how they're in this game. What the heck? You know what? Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at all 8 of their losses. And let's see if all 8 of those losses are close. Because this makes no sense at all. They're 6th in the SEC East. There's 7 teams in each division for a conference. Okay, you lost to Tennessee by 5 points, or 4 points. You lost to Florida pretty bad. You defeated Vanderbilt really good. Oh, wow, you actually defeated Auburn? I wonder if that's why you're in the bowl game, because you defeated Auburn. You lost to LSU, horrible. You lost to A&M, horrible. You lost to Ole Miss by 17 points. You lost to Missouri by 7 points. You got crushed by both Georgia and Kentucky. Do they deserve to be in this bowl game? Hell no. Why are they in it? Please tell me in the comments. I want to know. Because this is pathetic. They don't deserve to be in this at all. And they're 6th in the SEC East. What the heck? That's why I am not going with South Carolina. Sorry. I am sorry, South Carolina fans. Sorry. Don't get offended, but you guys should be really, really shocked in disbelief that they're in the bowl game. I hope this is a mistake, but I don't think it is. A 2-8 team? What? Johnny Talk Sports, what do you think about this bull crap? This makes no sense. All right, moving on. Enough with that. The FBC Mortgage Cure Bowl, Liberty and Coastal. I remember when Johnny Talk Sports did that rant video. He was talking about Coastal. Huh, that's weird that Liberty's not ranked and they only have one loss. You might as well go with Coastal because 90%? Well, yeah. Alright, the responder first, or the first responder bowl. Number 19, Louisiana. San Antonio. That's weird. A 9-1 team is going up against a 7-4 team. Come on, man. That's why 96% is going with Louisiana. I gotta go with them. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Louisiana did not play Coastal Carolina in the conference championship. What the hell was that? Why? COVID. So you're telling me if the Alabama players or the Notre Dame or Clemson players, if they have COVID, will the game be canceled? Nope. No way. Doesn't matter. They don't like these. They don't respect these teams that, you know, whatever. Yeah, this is kind of turning into a rant video all of a sudden, talking about South Carolina and then talking about Coastal and Louisiana not playing each other. Yeah, that's why Coastal is not in the top 10 because yeah. Moving on. The Lending Tree Bowl, Western Kentucky and Georgia State. Okay, this game should not happen. A 5-6 team against a 5-4 team. Okay, maybe Georgia State deserves to be in, but Western Kentucky has one more loss. Going with Georgia State. Okay, so we got quite a bit of games on the day after Christmas. And then, okay, Tuesday, December the 29th, the Cheez-It Bowl. I believe that's the one in Phoenix, Arizona. Okay, finally, this is an interesting game. Okay, we're finally getting into the good games. Oklahoma State and Miami. Number 21 against number 18. Both played 10 games. Finally, this might be like the first good game so far. Miami, Oklahoma. I don't know when the last time Miami won a bowl game. They didn't win last year. Oklahoma did not win last year either. So this game means something for both these teams. I'm going to go with Oklahoma State. So, why not? Sometimes, you know, just because, you know, everyone knows that, the team with the most votes always don't win. Sometimes there's quite a bit of teams that win that has less votes, under 50%, you know? All right. Oh, here we go. I mentioned this one, the Alamo Bowl. This is a late game. Texas, Colorado. Wasn't Texas in last year's Alamo Bowl? I don't like how a team is in a bowl game back-to-back, or in the same bowl game back-to-back years, unless if it's like in the same state. Oh wait, well, the Alamo Bowl is in the same state, but is the Texas Bowl gonna happen this year? I don't know. Colorado, congratulations, Colorado. You're finally in the bowl game. I am proud of that team. Oh, that felt good to say that. Colorado is in the bowl game. You know what? I am going to go with a big upset. Yeah, Colorado is 4-1. Awesome. Again, I might change these, so just bear with me. The Duke's Mayo Bowl. Never heard of that name before. Wake Forest, Wisconsin. Really? A 4-4 team playing a 3-3 team? I'm going to go with another upset. I might pick a bunch of upsets. I don't know. Sometimes you got to. Especially if you're in a group with a bunch of people. And if you're behind, you don't want to pick the same team as the other people, picked. The Train's Perfect Bowl. Iowa Hawkeyes and Missouri. Okay, why is a 6-2 team playing against a 5-5 team? No wonder 92% picked Iowa. That's another game that's like this. What's another one that's like that? This one. Louisiana, 9-1, playing against a 7-4 San Antonio game. What? Why? I think there's another one. Yeah, this one, the very first game, an 8-3 team playing against a 4-5 team? Come on, man. Make these matches better. I wonder if they're doing this so that the teams can't travel so far because of COVID. That might be the reason why we might get blowout games. I don't know. Next, we have the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic. Wait a minute. But this game... But the Rose Bowl's in AT&T Stadium. The Cotton Bowl is usually in AT&T Stadium. So is that going to be somewhere else? Let's find out. Oh, great. You know what this means? They're going to call the Rose Bowl. They're still going to call it the Rose Bowl in AT&T Stadium. I don't like that. I'm not going to call it the Rose Bowl, folks. I might pretend a different bowl game is the Rose Bowl. So, I think some of you might agree with my statement. Some of you may not. But let's see if this is in Dallas. And it is. So how are you going to have 2 games in the same stadium in a span of 3 days? I mean, I guess they can do that. Because they're not going to have 100,000 people, but... Okay, then. Yeah, because the Rose Bowl is in AT&T Stadium, and that game's 2 days after this Cotton Bowl. I don't get that. And this is not on New Year's Eve. Usually they call it the New Year's Six. You have 3 on New Year's Eve and 3 on New Year's Day. So, maybe I wonder if this game was originally scheduled on New Year's Eve. Alright, number 7 Florida against number 6 Oklahoma. Here is the second good matchup so far to me. Oklahoma did have a pretty bad start, though. Florida is a tough team, too. They have 3 losses. Honestly, they should have 2 losses. I don't know. I never understood how they lost to LSU. They should have won that big. I'm going to have to go with Oklahoma because they just played a game in AT&T Stadium, so they don't have to go anywhere, right? Isn't the Big 12 championship game in AT&T Stadium? That's why I'm going to go with them for now. The Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. Okay, now we're getting into the December 31st games. Tulsa is ranked... What? What? Mississippi State? They don't deserve to be in it. Okay, we have South Carolina and we have Mississippi State. I better see Arkansas and Tennessee in there, because if they're not in there, what the fuck? Sorry for cussing, but you gotta... What? A 3-7 team and a 2-8 team is in the bowl games. You better have... You might as well... And South Carolina is number 6. Let's see what place Mississippi State is. They're probably in 6th as well. They are. They're in 6th. So we have 2 teams 6th in the SEC. One from the East and one from the West in the bowl game. Why? Please tell me why in the comments. If not, I need to do some research. This makes 0 sense. This is... Wow. I hope y'all... I wonder if the Mississippi State fans are just as shocked as the South Carolina fans. I am not going with Mississippi State because they don't deserve to be in this. Tulsa. A 6-2 team playing a 3-7 team? Come on. What are y'all thinking? Dude, this is sort of like a rant video. Getting all worked up about this for the first time ever. Alright, Arizona Bowl. Ball State, San Jose. Oh, wow. I can't believe San Jose is undefeated and they're ranked. I think if we go to their schedule from last year, I believe they they are like winless, or they're almost winless. How can you go from like a one game season or a one win game season to a zero loss game season? What the heck? Look at all these wins. Let's go to last year. I guarantee you they were not in last year's bowl game. They had a pretty crappy season. Yes, they did. Oh, it must have been the year before. I think the year before was their worst season. So I guess they got slightly better. Yeah, look at this. Look at 2018. UC Davis? That's a little school, I bet. Their only win is UNLV. So they went from 1-11 in 2018 to 5-7 in 2019 to undefeated. Wow. What happened? They gotta have a new coach. I don't really know much about Ball State, so they're the Spartans. They're not. So we don't have Michigan State Spartans. Okay, Tennessee's in this. Good. And I say good because you have South Carolina and Mississippi State with a crappy record. AutoZone Liberty Bowl. Virginia, West Virginia, Tennessee. I just can't go with a team that has more losses than wins. I don't get that. I wonder why. There's got to be a reason why Tennessee, Mississippi State, and South Carolina are in this. I wonder if it's because other teams that got invited to a bowl game turned down the offer. So like, oh, we got to pick some SEC teams, for the TV ratings. That might be the reason. Because I think, I don't know. So far, we did not see, did we see North Carolina yet? I don't think we did. We have not seen them yet. They got to be in this because I think they're ranked. We have not seen Iowa State. I think they might be in a New Year's 6, Iowa State. We have not seen I can't think of another Big 12 team. Is Kansas State? Maybe. TCU? I don't know if they have more losses, but I think they both have a better record than South Carolina for sure. You got to treat all the conferences the same. All right, next. Yes. Thank you for putting Arkansas in a bowl game. I'm actually happy that Arkansas is in the bowl game. They haven't been in the bowl game in 5 years, I think. They're playing TCU. Why? And the reason why I said why is because they actually played TCU in back-to-back seasons, 2016 and 2017. If you don't believe me, let's look at their 2016 and 2017 schedule. They did this on purpose, obviously. They did. Let's go to 2016. Now, this is an upset because they actually, see, look at this win. Look at that. And it was at Texas Christian. But then, 2017, TCU got revenge and they crushed them at home. I think they did this on purpose, huh? Arkansas and TCU. Because they did play each other back-to-back seasons. I think they did that on purpose. Hey, I'm glad Arkansas is in it. Because they haven't been in it in 5 years. Even though they have more losses, though, I'm still kind of happy that they are in it. Now I'm really happy because, you put South Carolina, you put Mississippi State, you put Tennessee with a crappy record. You better put Arkansas in there too, and they did. So thank you. TCU is actually pretty good. Oh, this is the Texas Bowl. I forgot TCU's in Texas. There's a lot of teams in Texas. Might have to go with the Texas team for now. So technically we did not have any New Year's 6 games on New Year's Eve because all these games on New Year's Eve are not the big 6 games. Alright, let's go to New Year's Day. What the? Did you guys see that? Why does it say 0-0 fourth quarter? What the hell? That's a glitch. That's a glitch, dude. Watch this. If I click on this, it's gonna go to... It goes to this. What? Why does it say 0-0? That's a glitch. You know what? You know what else is a glitch? South Carolina being in it. That's a glitch. Alright, New Year's Day Bowl. The Chick-Fil-A Bowl. That's usually a New Year's Eve game. I wonder why it's not on New Year's Eve. That should be on New Year's Eve. Georgia and Cincinnati. Oh, come on. That's not fair. Georgia's in that. Georgia's playing in the Georgia Dome. That's kind of like a home game. I gotta go with them. That's not fair. That's not fair that they're playing in there, you know? This game should be the Fiesta Bowl. Alright, let's see. Citrus Bowl, Auburn. Northwestern. It seems like Auburn usually loses the bowl game, so every time I pick them, they lose. So this year, I'm not going to pick them. Watch Auburn win. Auburn's going to win because I picked Northwestern. Alright, now New Year's 6. Where is the Fiesta Bowl? We haven't seen that yet. Is that canceled? Oh, gosh. I mean, okay, speaking of Rose Bowl, you know, it's an AT&T Stadium. The only Pac-12 team that we saw is... Let me go back to the list. The only one I remember is Colorado in it. So where's Oregon? Where's USC in it? Because I'm pretty sure they're ranked. Because Colorado isn't. Is Hawaii a Pac-12 team? I'm not sure if they are. Okay, Colorado is the only one so far. Where's Oregon? Where's USC? I mean, hopefully they're in it. Yeah. Okay. Rose Bowl. Oh, wow. Look at this. I have no explanation. We're moving on. Oh, this one. We're moving on. I'm kind of shocked that it's... Well, not really, because Ohio State only played 6 games. But last year, if you remember, because you can actually go back to 2019, it was a 50% Ohio State, 50% Clemson for the votes. I guess it might be a blowout this year. Now, I thought the Notre Dame and Alabama game will be in the All-State Sugar Bowl, and I thought the Ohio State and Clemson game will be in the Rose Bowl in AT&T Stadium. Because it's usually number 1 against number 4 in New Orleans and number 3 against number 2 in Pasadena. I guess they decided to switch it this year. Might be because of COVID. Alright. Oh, NC State is ranked? Kentucky. Oh, they're just letting... You know what? They're letting every SEC team except for Vanderbilt. Let's look at the SEC standings. Why not? Because Vanderbilt is number 7 in the SEC East. Wait a minute. We have not seen LSU yet. LSU has a better record, though. Okay, okay, let's just go down. We'll find it. I believe it's in ABC order. Oh, Mississippi State and Arkansas are tied for last. So yeah, Vanderbilt's the worst because they're winless. They're letting every single SEC team except for LSU so far. We have not seen them yet. What if they're not in it? Because we're getting close. We're almost finished. Alright, number 23, NC State, Wolfpack, and Kentucky. Oh, we have not seen Boise State either. Boise State only lost 2 games. Come on, man. If you don't put Boise State in it, I'm going to be pissed. It's not fair, unless if they turn down the offer. Oh, that might be the reason why we have these crappy SEC teams in it with bad records. I wonder if it's because certain teams cannot play, don't want to play. I don't know. NC State, Kentucky. I got to go with the team that's ranked. Again, why is the 8-3 team playing a 4-6 team? That's another game that I don't get. I don't get it. What if all these games are blowouts? It could be. Ole Miss and Indiana. Gotta go with Indiana. Are you kidding me? Number 11 Indiana's playing a 4-5 Ole Miss team? What are y'all thinking? Who made the schedule? Alright, whatever. Okay. I'm gonna call... Oh, wait, never mind. I was gonna say I'm gonna call this the Rose Bowl, like the real one. This is the Fiesta Bowl. The Fiesta Bowl is usually on the 31st or the 1st of, January. It's on January the 2nd. Oregon, Iowa State. I'm gonna go with the upset. I'm gonna go with Oregon. We have 2 more games left, and one of them is the national championship. LSU and Boise State are not in it. Are they going to play each other? Let's see. Nope. The answer is no. I mean, we did not see A&M in North Carolina. Okay, let me ask you guys a question. Why are both LSU and Boise State not in it? That's like my 2 favorite teams. They're not in it. LSU has a better record than Ole Miss. They have a better record than Mississippi State. They have a better record than Arkansas. They have a better record than Missouri. They have a better record than South Carolina. Why aren't they in it? I don't get it. I'm asking a lot of questions. I want to know why LSU and Boise State not in it. I want to know why crappy SEC teams with crappy records are not in it. Are in it? Is it because of TV money, or is it because did Boise State and LSU turn down the offer? Like they got invited and they didn't want to go. Huh? Boise State only lost 2 games, and they were in the Mountain West Conference Championship. So I don't get it. Please tell me. All right, Texas A&M, North Carolina Tar Heels, Orange Bowl. I forgot about this. Texas A&M is Johnny Talk Sports' favorite team. North Carolina. I'm gonna go with A&M, and that's the Orange Bowl. Usually the Orange Bowl. Oh wait, never mind. I forgot North Carolina is an ACC team. Then we got Clemson or Ohio State versus Alabama and Notre Dame. Looks like Alabama is the favorite to win because look at that, 72% pick Alabama. So I'm not going to pick anything for this one yet. The championship is on Monday, January the 11th. And that's it. Submit. You have not make a pick for... Yeah, I'm still going to submit. I'm not going to make a prediction for that game until it's official. Sorry for the long video, but I just want to get this all out of the way. I try not to make these prediction videos so freaking long. So, this is my predictions. And another question, I want to know why is a good record team playing a crappy record team like this one? Why is Appalachian State playing North Texas? Why is a 2-8 team playing a 6-3 team? Why is a 6-2 team playing a 3-7 team? Why is I think there's one more. That might be it. I got 3 questions. Question number 1 is, why are all the SEC teams except for LSU are in it? Why isn't Boise State in it? Why isn't LSU in it? Why is like a good record team playing a crappy record team? A record with more losses. Why is that happening? Please, man. USC's not in a bowl game? And they were in the... Well, I mean, they only played 4 games, so... I don't know. Let me go through this again. So this is my pick so far. I might not change any. I don't know. Yeah, we only have 2 Pac-12 teams in it. Colorado and who else? Oregon. So yeah, I'm not gonna call the Rose Bowl in AT&T Stadium. I'm not gonna call. I guess I'm gonna call it the Cotton Bowl 2.0 because we're having an official Cotton Bowl. I guess I'm not gonna call a game a Rose Bowl because only 2 Pac-12 teams are in it. And one of them's in the Fiesta Bowl and one of them's in the Alamo Bowl. That's kind of a big one, so. So, I guess that's it, folks. When was the last time LSU was not in a bowl game? So, are you guys just as shocked as I am that we have some SEC teams with crappy records in it? Why? Why? I don't get it. They don't deserve to be in it. That's why. Look at the votes. Look at the NC State and the Indiana. Look how many people pick those teams. You know why? Because they don't want to see a 4-6 team win it. They want to see a team that has, a team that deserves to be in it win it, right? Indiana should play NC State. That would have been a good matchup. Better than NC State and Kentucky and Indiana and Ole Miss. What the fuck? I mean, we have a few good games. This one, Orange Bowl, Fiesta Bowl. Well, these 2 obviously. This one, I don't agree Georgia being in the Chick-Fil-A Peach Bowl though, because that's in Georgia. That's not fair. That's kind of stupid. This is a good one. Cotton Bowl. Cheez-It Bowl. But we have quite a bit of games where, like, a good record team is playing a very crappy record team. Like this one, UAB 6-3, and they're playing a 2-8 record South Carolina team. Why? I know I keep saying why, but I really want to know. And if you don't tell me why, I guess I'll find out myself. I'm just glad Bowl Mania is happening this year. And I am surprised that 29 games is happening. I thought a lot less games would happen, maybe like 15. All right, well, yeah. And why is the first game starting already today when they just did the announcements yesterday? I wonder if they already made the announcements like 5 days in advance. Is there going to be fans in all these games? There better be, because if not, I'm not going to watch the games. If there's no fans in bowl games, in like certain bowl games, I'm not going to watch it, because that ain't no fun. It ain't no fun where bowl games with no fans, because bowl games are like dream games, dream matchups. And the fans fans will go crazy if a team that has not won a bowl game in a long time, or if a team upsets the other. You know, like what if Colorado upsets Texas and there's no fans? What? That ain't no fun. You gotta have fans, please. All right, well, yeah, this kind of turned into a little rant video as soon as I saw the South Carolina being in here. Jeez. I mean, I do like South Carolina, but I don't like how they're in it. I don't agree with them being in it all. Who made this schedule? You know what? We're not done yet. We're not done yet. That's kind of dumb that you have almost... That's dumb. You have all the SEC teams except for LSU in it. Why isn't SMU in it? See, look, you have some 5-5 teams in the ACC. How come they're not in it? They have better records than those SEC teams. Why didn't you pick them? Did they turn down the offer? Yeah, the Big Ten was actually kind of crappy this year. Let's see. Trying to see if any other team should be in it. Boise State. And they were in the Mountain West Conference champ. Come on, man. I like Boise State. And you put Nevada instead. Nevada's in a bowl game, but not Boise State. And Hawaii. And the Pac-12 team was kind of a crappy. They had a crappy season anyway. I think that's it. Well then, yeah, I'm gonna stop the video. This video is getting a little bit too long, so can I go back here? Okay, I did save everything, so it starts today. The first game starts today after I received the email like a few hours ago. What the hell? I bet a lot of people are missing like the first few games because they have no idea that it's already it's already starting. Ridiculous. All right, thank you for watching, and I'm gonna do more updates about this. Are you guys upset that you have these SEC teams with crappy records that are in it? Although the only team I'm glad that's in it is Arkansas because they haven't been in it in 5 years. But besides that, I don't get it. Why isn't LSU in it? Why isn't Boise State in it? Why do you have these teams with good records playing crappy records? Right? I know this season's so different, but I don't know. TV money, folks. TV money. Alright, that's it. If you guys want to play, I hope y'all play ASAP because you might miss the first game. You might. Until then, you can tell me your username if you want to play with me. Like, this is my username, Super Eric Bros. And the reason why I say that is because once the game starts, you can click on that username and see what they pick. And it'll be like either green for correct or red for incorrect if you get them right or wrong. Alright, that's it. Thank you for watching, and What do you think about this? Yeah, that's it.